to my makeup routine slash tutorial, since so many people were asking. You guys are like, oh my gosh, what's your makeup tutorial? Like, what's your makeup routine? I know. It's like extremely affordable actually. First, I like to go in with my serum before I do anything like skincare, before anything. So I go in with this Good Molecules niacinamide serum because I have a very oily face. So I did a small bottle to like test it out, and that one really like made my skin look good. So then I got the big bottle, and now I'm running out of the big bottle. So yeah. It's good. Next, I go in with the Good Molecules Lightweight Daily Moisturizer. So I use this because it's not too heavy and it's good on my skin, personally. So I like to go in with these two. For me, I don't put it in my hands, and I also don't like touch this part on my skin. So I generally just do like 4 little drops. Also, the lighting is like not the best because I moved my little lamp over there on my other shelf. So we're just dealing with whatever light this is, okay? Okay. Since I just do my makeup like in front of my mirror standing, so I'm just gonna use this like makeup palette mirror. So if you see me looking, that's what I'm looking at. Then I obviously go in with my moisturizer after I apply my serum, which this one I just put on my fingers and I go like this. I always remember to like put my skincare down to my neck because your neck is part of your skincare. So make sure you're always applying your skincare to your neck. Especially with sunscreen, then your face is gonna be all like dull and soft, and then your neck is just gonna be like sunned out like a raisin. So then after skincare, what I've been doing is I just go in with my concealer and I just, conceal areas and then put my mascara on. But since I'm showing like the affordable full face, we're gonna be doing my new routine of full face. So these are my products. I'll leave everything down linked below, so that way you can use my link and literally just go directly to which product I use. So I got this from Five Below, the LA Colors Total Blur Primer, which it was between this one and like the sticky one, which since I have an oily face, I got this. Make it more matte, less shiny and oily. Okay, so once that is applied, I like to go in with, if I can open it. So it's obviously like no label on it, but I like to use my ColourPop concealer. This is like my favorite concealer of all time. Like I used to use the e.l.f. one. It wasn't necessarily doing much, but it was good for like in high school when I just wanted to like lighten up my under eye. But this one, I love ColourPop. Oh, I love ColourPop. And then I just go like this, and then like obviously like I'll bring it down. I'm not too worried about my other spots, but then if I have like a spot, I'll like go around it and then blend that in. This might get some people, but I use my fingers to blend my concealer. And then with my little red spots, it like lines them up a little bit. And because I have an oily face, I didn't want to get like the cream concealer or something too thick and heavy. So I was thinking, and I was like, well, duh, I'll just get like a pressed powder foundation. I've used it like 5 times already. It's the Rimmel London Stay Matte Lightweight Mattifying Powder. Ooh, you guys can see I use it. So basically I just get the powder and then I just put that literally around my entire face because foundation there. And then I'll do like a side by side because it's like a very minimal difference. It's obviously not like a heavy beat, like MUA type thing. But for what I'm looking for, it definitely does the job. Like something light and natural, but obviously like evening out my skin tone. So I don't know if you guys can see my cheeks. I don't know, like this one looks more even. And people that know how to do makeup, that if you guys watch this, you guys are probably like, oh, she has no idea what she's doing. Well, I don't really know how to do normal makeup like this besides concealer and mascara. But if you introduce me to like a creative thing, like some crazy eye look, I feel like I'd be able to do that. Not gonna lie. Okay, so once I technically have my base down, before I start to like set everything and do everything, I know this might sound crazy, but you guys have to hear me out. I don't do contour or blush. I feel like I don't know what contour is the right color, and when my face turns red, I naturally have a blush, so I just like remove that completely. But it's okay, because I feel like it looks fine. It's not like I'm doing like a full beat, like it's still fine. This is a good base for me, and I naturally like my face turns very red, so I feel like I have a natural enough blush that goes through the makeup, so I'm fine. But if I were to conceal, then I would use like a darker shade of my skin tone to like contour. But other than that, I brush my eyebrows and sometimes I glue them. But I use these. I did use the You Cool Me manga lashes, which those are so cute. They were so cute. But I practically use them all. So I got these, which they're very cute. I use the Kiss Lash Glue. And then I'll go in with my lip liner, which is Nabi in the shade Cafe, you know? And I start from like the middle and I go up. I don't like go down. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but like my lip line is here, but the color starts lower. So my natural color is underlining, but my natural lip is right here over. So I like to go with my natural lip because it looks better. Like, do you guys see the difference? That's my natural lip lined where it's supposed to be. And before I used to do like the line going straight over my cupid's bow, but I don't know. Like I feel like this is fine. And then that's the lip liner, which I love this shade, but I also took this from my mom like a while ago. So then I just blend it out with my finger, because sometimes the harsh line looks good, but sometimes it depends on what mood I'm in. Like if I want the line, then I'll do it. So then after the lip liner, I like to curl, which is just like any curler. This one is like from the dollar store. While I am gonna do my eyes, I go in with this is when I start going in with my setting powder. This is a setting powder, by the way. I use the Wet n Wild loose setting powder in the shade Banana. So then I just go in like this to create some kind of dimension, you know, even though there is no contour, it's still something. Then I go in with one of these triangle ones again, and I use only the tip of it, and I get the setting powder and I go in my nose like this. Which this is a new piercing, so I gotta be careful with it. And then I also go, you know, under eye. So this is like the normal set with the setting powder before I do like, you know, everything else. Oh my gosh, I feel like I look crazy. So then that's that. And then I move on to my eyes. I would do like my mascara, but since I want to be like, you know, a little more for this dressed up makeup, I like to go in with eyeliner, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depending on like how soft I want the look to be. Oh, I almost forgot. So after I blend in the lip liner, I like to go in again just a little bit just to create more of like an outline. And then with the pointed side of this one, I go in with the setting powder and I set in the lip liner. And around like where smile lines, like the creases would be. So that would also include like around my nose area. So then since I'm doing like more of like a going out look, it depends on what like the softness of the look. So if I'm doing more of like a harder look, more grown, then I would do eyeliner, which this one is the NYX Professional, which I also have the Wet n Wild, but this one is like, it's not as dark. Because the Wet n Wild one sticks. This one is dark. The NYX one is dark, but I see like when I wear it, it kind of like starts to shift and be like a darker little eye booger because, I don't know, the eye juices or whatever. But yeah, so then I just get my eye and just do my waterline. Sometimes I just do the edge, which I'll just do the edge right now. Like that. Sometimes I like doing just the edge, or I'll do the full eye depending on what I'm going for. But either way, this is like the waterline part of it. So then that's that, and then afterwards I just put my mascara on. Also, it depends on what look I'm going for. If I'm going more like a softer look, then I will, but I'll even like when I put the eyeliner on, like either way it's still gonna be like more of like a harder look, but I'll put my lashes together with a tweezer, or I can just do my lashes like normal. So let me just do my lashes like normal, which I like to go and put the mascara on the tip of the lashes first, which this mascara is the Wet n Wild Mega Length, which has been my go-to mascara for the last 5 years, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, last 5 years. And this is the waterproof one in the black shade, the very black. I don't know, like I find that waterproof mascaras, they stick better. So basically, like when I curl my lashes, the waterproof mascara like makes it stay better, and if I wear like normal mascara, it tends to like start falling. But yeah, so I just use the waterproof one because I found that it makes it stay better, preferably, personally. And then I just like the waterproof mascara tends to be a little wetter and dries a little longer than normal mascara, so I try not to smudge it. Which is also why I do my bottom lashes before I do my top lashes, because if I'm doing my bottom lashes and I go like this, all the mascara is gonna be touching my eyelid. And then I just go like this. This is when I'm doing my normal mascara, which I like to put more on the ends because I like that more like cat eye kind of look. But hold on. If I'm doing like more spider lashes, I guess you could say, then I will go and I'll get my tweezers and I'll just kind of like put them together. Does that make sense? So then I just do that for each section of lashes, and it's honestly just making sure that they're pointy. So I'm just gonna do that on both lashes. And when you're doing your lashes, like you want to put like a lot of mascara so that way it like stays together and not come off. And the basics, when I do the spider lashes, I do like the spider lashes on the top and bottom lashes, but since I forgot, I don't think they're gonna stay together. So how is this looking? So then obviously like I have to take the powder off of my face. It's just like any loose brush, and I just like brush it all off. Essentially that's all you have to do. Boom. And then I'll get this setting spray, which is Wet n Wild once again, and shake it, and oh. Okay, I spray it into the air before I start spraying it on myself. Which I've been using my hands until I got this cutie. And then I'll just go like this. And then because this is a little bit more of a going out look, I use this palette that I got from my mom. I use the Saint Tropez. And then once again, I just use my fingers because it works. And I feel like my eyelashes aren't curled enough. I'm just gonna curl them again. Which I put much more mascara on this one, so that's why this one's staying. This one, I forgot to warm it up. So then afterwards, oh my gosh, did I just freaking, what did I do? Oh my gosh, I actually like, I broke the actual like mascara bottle. What just happened? I don't have necessarily like a lip gloss, so I just use like Vaseline, my chapstick. And then, oh, this is the final makeup look, and I hope you enjoyed watching because this was like my first makeup tutorial, so obviously you can tell that I've not done this before, but this is very simple, very affordable, and everything will be linked in the description. That way you guys can go straight to the product and not have to search for yourself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll maybe do like more makeup looks, maybe, because this is fun. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed.